Today we're traveling to Gothenburg, Sweden to step inside the bright and beautifully composed home of interior designer and content creator Frida Bredberg. Drawing inspiration from the soft, joyful colors of Danish design and the sleek minimalism of Swedish style, Frida has created a serene Scandinavian retreat that feels both fresh and deeply inviting.
I was very fond of the Danish type of style, and especially because I think in comparison to Swedes, Danish people are very much more into colors. And I really like that because it's a way of expressing yourself, expressing your home.
Every inch of this home is considered, from clever IKEA hacks transformed into bespoke design moments to thoughtful pops of color placed just where the eye wants them. It's a space that feels warm and cozy in winter and light and airy in summer, a true year-round haven.
So I've did a little DIYing over here and added some curtains. It's just regular, simple curtains from IKEA that I have cut to fit and just have it all around it.
Frida's home is a reminder that simplicity doesn't have to be stark and minimalism doesn't have to be cold. With her refined eye and playful approach to color, she's built a Scandinavian sanctuary that feels personal, joyful, and wonderfully lived in.
I think that's super important when you decorate overall, to have natural materials, because it makes the space feel more lived in.
So come with us as we explore this gorgeous Swedish hideaway and discover how Frida has brought Scandinavian design to life in her own unique way. To watch Frida's full home tour ad-free, scan the QR code on screen or click the join button below.
Hi Homeworthy, I'm Frida. Welcome to my Gothenburg apartment. Come on in.
You're watching Homeworthy, where we believe every home has a story. I'm Allison Kenworthy, the founder of Homeworthy, and we take you inside the world's most beautifully decorated homes and introduce you to the brilliant people who live there.
Hi Homeworthy, I'm Liz Lang. Welcome to Grey Gardens.
Click the join button below to access all of our latest episodes ad-free and watch extended cuts of this and other homes, opening the doors to new rooms and exclusive content featuring our beloved hosts.
I can't wait to see, I'm so excited.
And if you're looking to shop items inspired by this and other Homeworthy tastemakers, be sure to use the product links below or scan the QR code on screen to find fabulous furniture, coffee table books, and accessories that can transform your house into a home.
Hi, I'm Frida Bredberg. I'm a product specialist and content creator here in Gothenburg, Sweden. So we moved into this apartment in January this year, and it was actually our fourth move in 4 years. So we have been moving around a lot lately. First, we moved back to our home city where we are from, me and my husband. And we moved there when we had kids because, we thought we had to come closer to our family and have help with the kids and everything like that. But we changed our minds quite quick after moving there. So we moved back here to Gothenburg, since none of us are here from the beginning, but we have been here for many years. Actually, in the beginning, we did a viewing on an apartment in this house on the top floor, but it wasn't right for us. And then this one just came to us. For a couple of years, I have had an account on Instagram where I shared interior design inspiration. I started it in, I think, 2021 when I was home with one of my kids and I had just studied to become an interior designer. And I really fell in love with Danish design, mainly because it was very colorful and it really resonated with me. So I started to share inspiration on an interior design account on Instagram that I called Danish Home Deco. And it grew quite a lot. So in 2 years, I grew it to 150k followers, so it was quite big. And then I felt like, since I was sharing other people's homes on that account, I wanted to do something, find a way to express myself too. So I started Home Deco Frida on Instagram, and I've had it just this year, and I started it in January this year. And it has grown quite fast too. So that's how I got into content creation. It was like combining my passion for interior design and just wanting to express myself. And my home is the perfect place for it. So this is our combined dining room and kitchen in one. And we have painted it in a very warm and cozy color. I think some describe it as red. I describe it as more coral, but we have painted all the walls and the cabinet in the same color. This cabinet is actually it's my pride and joy. I designed it with the help of, it's actually IKEA's Billy bookcases that we have used as a base. So we have some wider parts here and a smaller part in the middle, and then we have some extended cabinets on the top. So we built in this whole unit and lifted it up a bit so we could have this skirting board, I think it's called, and then we just painted everything in the same color and added a top list over here. So it's great. And from the beginning I was thinking about if we were closing up the bottom part of it, but now when it's done, I really love it as it is. So this is something we're very, very happy about, and was actually quite easy, even if it looks really special. And then we have in our dining area, I wanted to be cozy here. So many dining spaces are like, you have chairs in a row and it feels very strict and I wanted to feel inviting. So when we moved here, I immediately saw that I wanted a kitchen sofa and I wanted an old one. So I was looking for something antique that we could add to this space. And found this one, and I love it so much. It's super duper old. I don't know exactly when it's from, but I bought it from an old lady, and I had it delivered here. And to warm it up more, I've added some cushions and some cozy seating. And also, I love to work with a lot of textiles, even if dining area and the kitchen is a place where many people don't have so much textiles in here, but I love to have a rug, for example. So this rug is it combines the area and makes it feel more cohesive. And just working with natural materials, like having this rattan lamp that ties together with the cozy seating over there. Yeah, I really, really enjoy it. And it's so cozy when we have people over here, because we're snuggling up in the sofa. And also Saturday mornings is my best day, and when we have the family together here and the kids sitting here. And but they are almost always standing in the sofa. I don't know why. It came out so good, better than I even thought. Over here we have our kitchen island. It's always been a dream for me to have a kitchen where I can cook by the island. And this one was actually left from the previous couple that was living in this apartment. And it's actually it was an architect's drawing table from the beginning. So it has it's quite quirky, and it has a drawer here where they had all their drawings. And it's very convenient. I didn't love the look of it when we moved in, so I've did a little DIYing over here and added some curtains. It's just regular simple curtains from IKEA that I have cut to fit, and just have it all around it. And I think it made a very good job. So it was an easy way to make it feel better in the space. So I really like to do a nice table setting, and we almost always have a tablecloth in our kitchen because I feel like it adds much more warmth. And we also, even though I have small kids, I do have a tablecloth. So I never buy tablecloths that I'm very, very careful with. So always natural materials that you can put in the washer over and over again and they still look very good. And then I also have, like you can see here, placemats where they sit, so I can just switch them out. And I have different kinds. In this case, I love to use like natural materials in combination. So I have a linen tablecloth here, and this is like a natural material. It feels more warm, and since we have a very warm wall color in here, I like to incorporate that with, like, even in the table setting, and like I said, in the kitchen sofa, and adding the pillows with, that just adds more warmth to the space. And then we also, another thing in the kitchen, we live on the first floor. This means that we can see a lot of things happening outside our windows since we are living in the middle of the city. So I decided to add some cafe curtains, I think they're called. So they work perfectly for just adding some more privacy in the kitchen. And I really enjoy that because when we have people over here, and especially in the evenings when you see very much through the windows what's happening inside, these are perfect, and it just adds some more personality and warmth also. Actually, when we painted this kitchen, my fiance was like, after we were done in here, my fiance asked me, and he told me that when you showed me this color in the beginning, I was like, what is this? This is going to be intense. And but then we painted everything, and when we were all done, he was like very, very pleased with it. And I think that's something that I want to bring into more rooms, and especially when helping other people creating their home. To maybe you can feel intimidated when you look at a color swatch and feel like this feels very intense, but since this color is like quite toned down but still warm, it works. I would even want to paint the ceiling, but my husband's not convinced yet. Working on that. But yeah, I'm so happy about it, and I get so many compliments about the color in here. There are so many people who love it. So yeah, I would really recommend going with a little more intense color than you think. I really wanted a way to express myself in colors. Like I said, I was very fond of the Danish type of style, and especially because I think in comparison to Swedes, Danish people are very much more into colors. And I really like that because it's a way of expressing yourself, expressing your home, and I like a beige room too, but I think you can express more in the home with colors. So my starting point when we moved here was choosing a color scheme that I liked. And for our kitchen, for example, this color is quite intense if you look at it, but it warms up the whole space. So I think you can do so much with just colors, and especially on walls, and also in the ceiling. In our kids' room and in my home office, we have painted both walls and ceiling in the same color. So my starting point when we decorated for the decoration of this apartment and making it feel homey is just was the colors. And after that, I've just built everything around the color scheme. And each room have different colors, but they are all pretty much in the same tone, so they harmonize with each other. So this is our living room, and this was actually the first room that I had a clear vision of what I wanted to do with it. And it was the ceiling that was the star of the show. We have painted the ceiling in a blue color. So the sky is always blue in the living room. And I really love that way of doing something special with a space, because I knew I wanted neutral walls in here, because in my case, I love to change things up quite often. And the living room, I really want to be able to be seasonal. And yeah, I wanted something to be special in here together with the beige walls. So it was actually everything in our apartment was white everywhere when we moved in. It was even black floors put over the wooden floors in some rooms. Not my style. We painted the ceiling in a blue color. And I also wanted to create this effect by having blue curtains that matched the ceiling. And it took quite a while to find the right ones. I tried many, but I think it gives quite a cool effect that you have the same color on the curtains that we have in the ceiling. And the wall color, it was actually quite funny with this wall color, because I had decided that I wanted this color when I visited a friend that had it on a beautiful kitchen cabinet that was painted in this color. It's called Vanilla. And actually, I found this particular color on Facebook Marketplace. So I bought a big batch on Facebook Marketplace from a person who hadn't used any of it. So that was a good one. So I have been looking for colors on Facebook Marketplace after that. But yeah, I really like the combination of it. And I would love to add, as you can see, blue is my favorite color. And I have it in almost all rooms. So this is one of my favorites. And then in our living room too, we have, I think, one of the hardest furniture pieces in the living room, and one that I get so many questions about, is what TV unit you should have under the TV, because so many of them don't look very good. So we just used, these are just plain shelves, and they are in raw wood. And I was debating if I would paint them in the same color as the walls, but I really like the natural element that they add in here. I think that's super important when you decorate overall, to have natural materials, because it makes the space feel more lived in. So this is a very good solution, I think, and we are super happy with it. And so many people on my Instagram ask me about where I get them and how they can do the same. And we also actually added one over the door here. And I think that's a very good place to think about when you decorate, and also to decorate up high. I think that's a space where you often forget. We always stick around the same height level, but it just adds some interest, an interesting element to the room, that we have a shelf over here. The only problem is that I forget to water my plants up there, so they die all the time. But otherwise, it's it's a beautiful detail that I really love, and we kept it in the same style as the one under the TV. And another thing that I really like in the living room that we have is our art wall, gallery wall that we have over here. And I have a favorite restaurant here in Gothenburg. It's called Taverna Averna, and they have the most amazing gallery walls in the whole restaurant. So I'm super inspired by that. And for me, this is just a starter, even though it's a lot of prints and arts. And I have like a candle holder here, and I'm switching up with a little old frame here that I bought on an antique market in the French Riviera, and I have some local art. I have some of my own photos in here. I just love combining different styles, it's photos, it's drawings, it makes it feel interesting. And my plan is to make it grow even bigger. And I also like that we have used the whole wall, not just same again, use the whole height, and that's all the way up and also all the way down. Hanging art low is something that I really, really like. So many people forget about it, so just don't be afraid to go low with it. I really like it. When I started to become an interior designer in 2022, I really fell in love with Danish design because it was a part of my education. We were looking at different styles in different countries and different time frames, and the Danish style was something that I felt comfortable with because it's still Scandinavian and I'm from Sweden, so it resonates. But I really liked the way the Danish people were more brave in their selection of colors and how they were using colors, because otherwise I believe the Scandinavian style is my style. I would describe my style as Scandinavian, but with more color and warmth. And I think that's how I felt like the Danish style were more like the one that I enjoyed. This is our master bedroom. So this is a very important place for me to be able to calm down, rewind, and that's, as you know, I talked a little bit about loving colors, but I think this is one of my most earthy, toned down colors. I chose a brown color for this bedroom, and I had actually chosen it even before we moved in here because I don't know, I just really wanted a brown bedroom. And I wanted it to feel really down to earth and cozy and calm, and I think browns and also darker greens or greens in general is a very good bedroom color because it calms you down very much. But very happy with this brown color. So I think we painted it like the second week after we moved in here because it was so white and felt clinical in here, and I really didn't enjoy that. I couldn't sleep well at all. We added a very big rug. This is a huge rug. It's like 4 meters or something to add coziness in here, and I wanted it to feel, since it's 3 meters to the ceiling, I really wanted the room to feel cozy and warm because it's quite a large bedroom. So the rug really helps with that. And also just adding like textile art on the walls is another tip for just also with the sound in the room. It really helps to like tone it down a bit. So that's a very good thing that I really enjoy in here. We also added a headboard in textile, and this is actually, I want to find the perfect fabric for this, but I haven't done it yet. So actually this is a curtain that I have attached on the back of this. And I mean, it works perfect. So I love a little DIY here and there, but I would love to have a very cool fabric with some texture to add to this room. And then we have these wall-mounted lamps that I really love. I saw this on one of my favorite influencers' home. She had similar ones and I just had to copy. But these are actually antique ones. So I bought them in an antique shop. Very happy when I found them, and they were like super cheap. So I bought them straight away and brought it home. And I also like to add very much greenery in general. You can see a lot of plants in my home. So, and that's the thing that I make you feel lived in. It feels like a home. It feels, yeah, I love to have them everywhere. So I have a huge tree here. It's like a little hidden there now, but yeah, I really like it too. I have some of my favorite antique finds in the bedroom window here. It's this vase and also this lamp. And this lamp I got also from the antique market on the French Riviera. It's in Nice on Mondays, every Monday. If you visit, you should definitely go there because I always wish that I had more place in my bag when I go there because they have so many beautiful things. So this lamp is from there. And then I have this huge vase that I found on one of my local secondhand stores here in Gothenburg. And it was like 50 crowns, which is like nothing based on the size. And it's like heavy and huge. And yeah, I love it very much. When I saw it, I just grabbed it straight away. And I was super happy And my my fiance have a photo when I'm carrying it out of the store, and I'm like the biggest smile. When I was pregnant with my second child, I felt that I had, like it is when you have kids and with the pregnancy and everything, you're very much in that. And I felt like a part of me where I think many people feel the same, that you lose a little part of yourself during that time frame. It's totally normal and everything, but I felt that I wanted to do something that was more me during that time. And I wanted to find my spark again and do something that just was good for me and that I really enjoyed. So even though I had my hands full, decided to start an interior design education. So I studied to become an interior designer during having my youngest child at home. And yeah, after that I have been doing and still are doing some interior design jobs for people. So this is the kids' room, and our kids are still small. They are 3 and 5. So we decided, even though in this apartment we have one extra bedroom, that they play very much with each other and they want to share a bedroom still, and I love that. So we did this room. It's like a very special room because it has like a curved wall here, and the windows are in this in the curve. And we painted this room in very, very, very buttery light yellow color. And also the ceiling. I really like to color drench a room and just have the same color all over. And it makes, some people think that painting the ceiling will make the room feel like smaller or cramped, but it's actually the opposite very often, because you trick the eye to think that there's the wall is never ending. Because if you have a white ceiling, there's a very clear line where the wall and the ceiling starts and ends. When you have the same color, it just makes it all flow together, so it feels more spacious. And yeah, this is a room that's facing west, and I'm totally obsessed with talking about where your room is facing when it comes to colors, because it affects how the color feels very much. So in the evenings we have like the most orange warm light coming in here and making the room feel like it's glowing almost. So right now the color feels, when we painted it, it felt almost white, but it gets very yellow in the afternoons, and it's very beautiful. And I also tied it together with yellow curtains to enhance the wall color even more. So that's a very good detail that I really enjoy. And yeah, we wanted different play areas in the room. So we have a little table here where they can play with Lego, or sometimes they offer us some coffee and share some food with us over there. And yeah, a little space for being creative, so they can sit here together and do some drawings or read a book or something. I really want to invite to be creative at home, so it's an important place for me. And when we hang up all their beautiful drawings over here, so they can display them and be happy about them. So, and then we have an open displayed wall shelves. This is like a system from Alpha. I think they can be found everywhere. And you can just play around with how you want to design. So we have this little desk here is a part of the shelf, and then we have all of their creative things over here. Like I said, I really enjoy doing small crafts and things with the kids. And one part of that is also like this lamp that we have here. It's like just a regular lamp from IKEA, just like the cheapest one. But I have painted small hearts with just a regular pencil on it. Makes it more personal, a little bit more fun. I get a lot of questions about it actually, where I have bought it, but it's just me who I love to do creative things like that. So I just took a pencil and painted it. And now I would love to do something more, like doing another one with another thing on it, maybe some stars or something else. So yeah, being creative is important in this room. Then we have 2 beds that we have bought. Both of them are also Facebook Marketplace finds, but I think they have them at IKEA still. They are those kind of beds where you can like grow them as they get older. So this is our youngest bed, and he has the smallest one, and this is for our big girl. And always when it comes to kids' room, you have to do like storage solutions everywhere. And I think these boxes that we have under the beds are perfect for that. So you can just shove everything you don't want to be displayed under here and then have them under the bed. So we have 1 under here and 2 here. And then also another thing that I really enjoy decorating with, especially in the kids' room, but also in other rooms, is these baskets that we have here for just shoving down toys and things. It's super convenient and easy when you want to like clean up the day, do it very fast. All the things just goes in there. And they add a natural element, and there's so many that are very cute. Like this one is like a little bear or something, and these ones have like letters and things on them. So I think that's a very good thing, and I really enjoy using those for decorating and just having for storage. I think what gives home a soul is working with a lot of textiles and preferably patterned textiles. I think that's something that's also very much coming up now. But working with textiles and also lots of greenery, flowers, everything that's just make it feel alive. And of course, personal belongings, like items that tell a story is always very much something that adds the soul to a home. So I think this home is the first home that I really can see myself living in for a very long time. So it has affected all my choices for it. And I think that's why I really, really love it. And it's very much, it reflects me in so many ways. Like feeling personal, it feels lived in. It's not perfect in every corner. It has color, it has warmth. And I think that's how I would like a home to feel that reflects me. So that's why I love it so much. Thanks, Homeworthy. I had so much fun showing you around in my Gothenburg apartment. See you soon. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to go to homeworthy.com for exclusive content, shopping guides, and so much more.